Welcome back to Me Personally Podcast. It's your host, Immanuel. I'm here with.
Your boy Jack, Johnny, yes sir. We in here back at it again with another banger podcast, man.
Banker Podcast. Like and subscribe.
No, for real.
But the draft is on Thursday. This is, one of my favorite times of year. This might be better than Christmas, in my opinion. But that or the NBA draft. But
Yeah,
in Pittsburgh, I wish I can go. I was thinking about driving down, but I'm like, I don't want to drive. Really, it's like driving across the whole entire state of Pennsylvania.
yeah. How many hours is that from downtown?
Ooh. Mm, Pittsburgh. 4 hours and 8 minutes.
Whew.
And
Yeah,
then
that's
that's
a
just
push.
that's on the turnpike. I don't got the turnpike pass, so it's probably gonna be longer for me.
Yeah, 4 hours there and back. That's 8 hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I,
know.
I only did only well, I didn't do the drive, but I was asleep while my dad did the drive one time. We went
Mm,
to a OSU versus Pittsburgh game when Mason Rudolph was still the quarterback.
yeah.
But back on topic, let's just get right into it because we know who's the first pick overall. That's what everybody's talking about. But this, who do you think is gonna be the first defender taken off? Without going into our mock draft.
First defensive player.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to linebacker from Ohio State. Uh, Sonny Styles. I'm gonna go Sonny Styles. I think he's a great. I think he'll fit in anywhere. He's just a great linebacker. He just flies to the ball, makes plays on defense, makes tackles. Just a playmaker on defense, and that's what any team needs really. So I think he'll be the first one off the board, defensively for real.
honestly, well for me, I think it's gonna be either one of the edge from Texas Tech or Ohio State,
Hmm.
David Bailey or Arvell Reese. I feel like the two teams that's picking underneath the Raiders, they're gonna go with defense instead of offense. So I feel like he's might one of those two gonna fly off the board because they are the two best edge rushers in the league. Not in the league, well, in college football. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you could go wrong with
any
either of those
yeah,
either of those edges, but it like either of those Ohio State players either.
any
Um,
Ohio State player.
yeah, I think the Jets have the number two pick, right?
Yep.
I think they'll probably pick a defensive player. I don't think they really want to focus too much on offense right now. They just need to build their defense. So I think they'll probably pick one of those edge players, like you
Mm-hmm.
said. So
But we were just talking about defense. We got to talk about the blockbuster trade that happened between the Giants and the Bengals, where the Bengals they had the 10th pick, but they traded away. Now they get Dexter Lawrence, and now the Giants have the 5th and the 10th pick. So a lot of things can happen.
the Giants have the fifth and 10th pick. That's actually crazy, especially coming off of a crazy off season for them and how
Mhm.
many people that they signed. They had great they had a great off season signing so many good players.
Sign.
Basically taking the whole Ravens roster
I was
almost.
about to say sign the Ravens players.
Yeah, they just pretty much signed the whole Ravens player and coaching staff. Uh but having the fifth and 10th pick to add to that, that's like on some next level Sam Presti stuff right there.
Mm.
That's kind of fire. The Giants, I feel like the Giants are going to make some noise in NFC
The
this year.
Giants gonna
I
make
think,
some upsets in the NFC East. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
We
yeah, they're
saw
going to be
the
good.
we saw it when it happened when Philadelphia came into New York, got upset. If they can stay healthy, especially Cam Scadaboo,
Yep,
Jackson Dart, they
yeah.
can get the right pieces in the draft. I already know their defense is gonna be good. I'm not worried about the defense.
I think Malik Neighbors may be coming back this year. They're
Mm-hmm.
going to be solid, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see them play for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen the Giants. I don't think we've been this eager to watch the Giants since like Eli. So uh yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's gonna be very interesting for sure.
yeah. But we was talking about how the Raiders and the Jets. We already know what they're gonna take. They're gonna take Raiders gonna take the quarterback. Jets gonna take defense.
Hmm.
But the Cardinals, that's the one that we don't really exactly know because they can either go either way. Because I've been hearing a lot of rumors that them think about taking Jeremiah Love at third, or either trading
Mm.
down with a team like the Chiefs or the Commanders, the Cowboys, if they want the defensive player they want. So, what do you think the Cardinals are thinking? Because
I think they're gonna keep. I think they're gonna keep that number three pick. I think they're gonna stay at number three. Who are they gonna pick? I don't know because they need additions on both sides of the ball.
yeah,
So if you're talking about offense, the Jeremiah Love take, I think that might have been the first time that I heard that one. That would be very interesting
mm-hmm.
if they get. But I think they would be trying to build their own line more than anything. I
that,
feel
mm-hmm.
like.
Yeah,
Uh, but both, I think they just need help on both sides of the ball. So anybody that they choose this high in the draft, any prospect that they choose this high in the draft, I don't think it's going to be a wrong choice, honestly, because they just need they're on the poverty tier right now, so they just kind of need some help, honestly. So
mm-hmm. Because like those, that's the Cardinals is one of those franchises like they've been in the league for so long and then never won a championship. That happens for a reason. Even when they got to the places where they could win a championship, they always fail. Like no one likes the franchise because like they're like dead last in everything in the player voting. Like so, it's
mhm.
like when I think about poverty franchises, I always think about the Arizona Cardinals for some reason.
Yeah.
But let's just get on with the mock draft. Let's talk about our top 10 picks. I'll let you do
All
the
right.
honors first.
You just want me? We're going one by one, or you just want me to list all 10?
One by one.
Okay. Well, I think the first two might be
At
a little bit obvious, or at least one for sure.
least, okay. Who you got for first?
First, I got Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman winner, great quarterback. I was not a fan of him. I think we talked a little bit about it when when the national championship was rolling around or whatever. I wasn't a heavy fan of him just because like he came out of nowhere. I feel like I mean he was great last year, and then he was good as the most recent year,
Mm-hmm.
but Heisman winner. I can't take that away from him. He's a competitor. He's tough. Um, and I think he had almost like 41 touchdowns or something like that.
Yep.
That's you can't take that away from him, bro. He's a good player. In the Raiders, they need a quarterback, so I think that's who they're gonna choose
Yeah.
at the number one.
Yeah, I think the Raiders was kind of regretting not trying to go after a quarterback last year, so they're not gonna make the same mistake because they had a chance to take a quarterback last year. Like there was rumors to take Shador Sanders. They could have took Jackson Dart. They could those two quarterbacks would have been better. They would not be having the first pick. They would probably have a top 5 pick, but not the first pick. But now they're in the next year's draft, which I feel like is kind of like a weaker draft class compared to most for a QB. So Fernando Mendoza, like if he was in other draft classes, I don't think he would be first pick overall. I don't think he might even be in the first round, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's
Because
honestly the truth, bro. And if you could really talk about like going back to college, there wasn't too many like great QBs. The Heisman candidates, the other Heisman candidates were running back and wide receiver, I believe.
mm-hmm.
Like there
Yeah.
wasn't too many. So like if he would have had other quarterbacks in his class, the question mark would be would he even be the Heisman?
Because to be honest, last year's college football quarterback play was pretty lackluster, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it was pretty bad. I
Because
think everybody I think everybody can agree on that. But it's hard to take away his Heisman when he goes undefeated and win a national championship.
mm-hmm.
The last person to do that, I think, was what Joe Burrow
Mm-hmm.
in 2019 with LSU. I think that was
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
But yeah, but there's you could see different tiers between him and Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's
Mm-hmm.
even in college, Joe Burrow was up here and Fernando Mendoza was, but
Mm-hmm.
Fernando Mendoza had a great team around him, not taking away his talent because obviously he has that. It's just I'm a realist. Maybe I'm a hater. Maybe like you call me a hater. I don't know what you. I
Hey,
don't know
I'm a
what you want to
realist
call me.
too.
But like, he's not like generational. He's not showing me anything that we haven't seen before. You
Well,
know.
like before, like Cam Moore, we talked about how accurate he is, how he can play on the run. Joe
Exactly.
Burrow, Heisman level
Yeah.
quarterback. Baker Mayfield, another Heisman level quarterback. Like Kyler Murray, his legs, like all the
Yeah.
quarterbacks that we have seen taking the first overall pick that was Heisman quarterbacks, we can see why. But just have been Heisman quarterbacks that thrive off the system. Like Indiana ran a lot of RPOs that which make
Hmm.
it a lot more easier for Dan Mendoza. So like
Yeah.
and just he. But one that I would say he has elite intangibles. He has a good quick release, high football IQ, but like he really lacks the elite arm talent as most of those first overall picks that I talked about. And then like you know, not really the fastest person in the draft, and he can struggle to break down defenses, and he throws off platform sometimes. So like this is some like the things I see from Fernando Mendoza. I can't even say his name half the time, but like
Yeah.
but I feel like with the right people around him, like I like the coach they brought in for the Raiders. They got Tom Brady as the owner. Like you have Tom Brady basically coaching you at that point. So
Yeah.
there's nothing you can go wrong with taking Fernando Mendoza. It's better than taking Ty Simpson because I heard some people say, "Oh, if Ty Simpson might be better than Fernando." I'm like, I don't think so. Ty Simpson should have stayed one more year, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Now Fernando, like I think it's a great pick. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's a great pick. Like you said, he has the tangibles and he's coachable. You can coach him. He
Mm-hmm.
has the build. He has everything, all of his flaws can be coached into
Yeah,
great things. So
literally.
I think it's a great pick.
Mm-hmm.
So
And like honestly, at the end of the day, like you're drafting a person who seems like a really good person. There's not really a lot of great people, genuine good people in the world. So
exactly. That's
you
that's
got your.
that's one thing that really sticks out to me too. His
Mm-hmm.
character, his
Mm-hmm.
character and his demeanor. He's from my perspective, he's a great guy. He doesn't have too many, like he's not too airheaded. He's really humble and level
Mm-hmm.
headed, and he has a lot of humility. So that's one thing that you can also look forward to in terms of
Because a
your
lot of
franchise QB.
quarterbacks, who are bust, they always seem cocky,
Yeah,
arrogant. Like I'm thinking about like the quarterback the Cardinals drafted a couple years back over Lamar Jackson. The name's blanking on me right now.
the Cardinals.
Yeah, Josh Rosen. Yes, how he
Oh,
said like, oh, there was
oh,
eight mistakes,
bro, that
eight
was a
mistakes.
crazy bust.
Mm-hmm. Eight mistakes taken ahead of him. Like, so like if you have someone humble who is coachable, because some of these people aren't coachable. I'm thinking about, man, why all the quarterbacks names are blanking me right now? Texas A&M quarterback. Oh my gosh.
Wait, when like
20,
what era?
20 Heisman 2014 Browns took him.
Manziel, Johnny
Manziel,
Manziel.
Johnny Manziel. Yeah, like perfect example. A person who was not coachable at all.
Yeah,
He said his sophomore year he was drunk before a playoff game, a bowl game. So like Johnny Manziel was not coachable. He had 0 minutes on his iPad for watching film. So like if you can have someone who can be the first one in, first one out, who can be Fisher of men, you have a good quarterback.
yeah,
But
for sure.
let's talk about the second pick.
Second pick. We talked a little bit about this earlier. Um, I know I said that Sonny Styles is probably going to be the first defensive player taken off the board, but that also might be false. Now you brought to my attention the edge rusher from his teammate from Ohio State, uh, Arvell Reese. Uh, Adding a defensive player, I feel like they could have added Sonny Styles, but the edge is not bad either.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sonny Styles might drop a little bit, probably to the other team in New York, the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
But Arvo Reese, like I think he's a good edge. He's a good edge rusher. Texas Tech was making noise all year long last year.
Mm-hmm.
And mainly it was because of their defense, and he was the leader on their defense. Him and the two backers. No, I mean I mixed him up with David Bailey,
Yeah, yeah, I
but
know you're talking about David Bailey.
yeah, but those two edge rushers is out of those two for sure.
Yeah, so, like I said, I felt the same thing. Like either edge rusher David Bailey or Arvell Reese. It depends which coaching staff likes one more. I went with David Bailey because I saw a lot of other mock drafts, and I'm like, okay. It seemed like I'm hearing the same thing about the Jets thinking about taking David Bailey. You know, he has the explosive first step, polished pass rush moves. You know, he's a little bit undersized, slightly undersized. You know, need to add a little more body mass to hold up against NFL offensive tackles. But I think that's the right move. Like Texas Tech made a lot of noises during during the season, especially with the linebacker Malachi. I forgot the dude's name, Rodriguez, and
Yeah,
uh, and like you said, the DBs too. So yeah, and then let me just go with the third pick since we it was either or. I went with Arvell Reese. You know, great athleticism, elite run defenses, but you know he's a little. People say he's still a little raw in his pass rushing development. So that's still coachable. So at the end of the day, I feel like you can
yeah.
go either or. It depends who the Jets feel like they like more. Is it Reese or Bailey? So I went with Bailey, then Reese.
So for number two, I said Reese. For number three, like I said, the Cardinals can use anything at this point. They can use anything on both sides of the ball. But I'm gonna go offense right here, and I'm gonna just go offensive lineman for Miami. I don't know how to say his name. I'm not even gonna attempt it.
I know who you're
But
talking about, but yeah.
yeah. Uh I'm gonna just say offensive tackle right here because Kyler Murray's out, right? We don't really know who's going to be their QB at this point.
Hmm.
Um, but why not build the offensive line while you can get them in the mix, get them some chemistry. Run the football. You need to run the football so you can establish the pass. So if you can establish the run, which they did not do last year, they had the lowest run block rate. I'm reading this stat right now. They had the lowest run block rate last season in the league, and I think if they just can build their offensive line, maybe everything else can fall into play. But like I said, there's no wrong answer on whoever they pick because they just need good players to come together at this point.
Hmm. Yeah. See, I went like I said, I went with defense, but the offensive tackle you're talking about, that's who I have at fourth going to Tennessee. We one thing big about Tennessee, like I saw in Game One versus Denver, they need O line to protect Cam Ward. That's your future quarterback. So why go get one of the best O line, the dude from Miami, Francis, not pronouncing his last name because I'm not going to get it right. You know, he
Yeah,
has a pro ready frame, elite footwork, and just, you know, I think he's going to be great for a Cam Ward, you know, especially if they do take a running back later down in the second round, the third round, the fourth round, whenever they think they need to take a running back, you know. But the main mission is to either get weapons for Cam Ward or get protection for Cam Ward.
yeah, that's yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. That last uh take that last phrase that you just made was it spot on. Protection or weapons or both.
Both. Yep. It
But
could be.
when you go to war, you need protection and you need weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the general right now. He's the guy. So if you want to if you want to keep your franchise guy safe, you need protection and you need weapons. So uh yeah, Tennessee's gonna have to work with that. But I'm going on the other side of the ball here for Tennessee.
Okay.
I'm going Texas Tech. I'm going David Bailey, the edge. Um, we talked a little bit about him and how Texas Tech was making noise with him and the linebackers Rodriguez
Mm-hmm.
uh and the defensive backs and everything. They were really good this year. And they were good. Yes, their offense was really good with their quarterback and their tight end Carter, their tight end Carter. I forgot his Terrence Carter. Uh, but their defense was really the thing that was keeping them afloat. Like they turned the Big 12 upside down with that defense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's just a pest, bro. He just gets back there. He's explosive. Um, yeah, I'm bringing the defensive front to Tennessee, bro. I think they could build something on that defense. And just add to the insurance and give Cam Ward a little bit of cushion, getting off the field, um, getting Cam Ward the ball back. I think that's another thing that Cam Ward looks forward to. The defense getting him stops. So that's who I'm going with number four.
Yeah. So who got number five? Because I feel like we got the same person at number five.
Yeah, Sonny Styles. I said he was going to drop a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching ESPN. I was out to eat at Fuzzy's and it popped up and I was like, I wonder why he's going at number five. I thought it would be like I said, I thought he would be like the first defensive player taken off the board, but
Mm-hmm.
uh,
I think he has the most potential out of every single defensive player on this list.
yeah, for sure. Uh, I think he has the most potential for sure. And going to John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh likes his linebackers, Patrick Queen, Roquan Smith. I think he's John Harbaugh is going to be looking forward to Sonny Styles coming to New York. I think that'd be pretty cool. Um,
I'm surprised they mentioned the big one from John Harbaugh, the big linebacker.
I mean, obviously, like the Hall of Famer, obviously, but I'm just talking about recent
Yeah,
times. But yeah, you
yeah.
know how John, you know how John Harbaugh is with his linebackers.
Mhm.
Sonny Styles has a lot of upside. He has a lot of potential. Luckily, they're in the NFC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the thing is, like Sonny Style, like we use this term for NBA a lot. He's a unicorn type of player. Like he can either play safety or linebacker. It just kind of reminds me back when, man, what's his name from Clemson a couple of years back?
Isaiah Simmons.
Isaiah Simmons kind of reminds me of Isaiah Simmons, how he could play both linebacker and safety. What the only problem is, like sometimes those players are like in that no man's land, so they don't really
Mhm.
know what position they should be set in stone. But
Yeah,
with the right coaching, John Harbaugh, you know how he is with his linebackers and safeties too. We also can talk about both of those. Those are his two
yeah,
big
you can.
positions that he had back in Baltimore. So, like I
Yeah,
said, the only problem with him is they just right now he can either play both linebacker or safety. It just depends on the team where they're going to use him at.
yep,
Which I feel like they're going to use him at linebacker because I have them taking a safety with the 10th pick, which we'll get down there later.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he got,
I'm excited to see what he does though when he gets to
mhm,
the league. I'm excited.
yeah, like
I
his
think,
combine, him and his brother, both their combine was crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm excited to see. I'm excited. Like I said, good thing the Ravens are in the AFC, not the NFC, because I
Exactly.
feel like we would probably be in. Well, we might not be in their division, but we would definitely be seeing them a
Mhm.
lot.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah. But who you got at number six?
Um, the Browns are so tricky. Um,
Like
I don't
literally,
know.
because last year
I don't.
we thought they were going to take Travis Hunter and then end up trading the pick, going down and taking a
Yeah,
defensive tackle. No one saw that happening.
like the Browns are the team that like they don't they don't show you their next move.
Hmm.
Like they keep the audience on their toes, bro.
Like
So
they take a
I
quarterback in the fourth round, they take another quarterback in the sixth round.
if I had to choose, I think that I think that Deshaun Watson could come back this year. And if he doesn't, Shador needs another weapon on the outside. So I'm gonna just go wide receiver here. And I think the wide receiver class is this year. It's not it's not like too crazy, but it's not bad.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna go with another Ohio State guy.
Yeah,
Um Carnell Tate. Why not give Shador a little bit more help on the outside if Shador is playing or if Deshaun Watson is playing? I've been hearing that Deshaun Watson might come back, so we'll see.
yeah.
But
Like
uh,
their wide
you
receiver
got
one is
Jag,
scary.
you got
Hmm.
Jag, right?
Hmm.
I'm always
Jag, yeah,
forever call him Jag.
Jag.
You got Jag, and then you got I think they have. I don't know who else, but I just know that Todd Monken is now there. So, hopefully they can, you know,
Hmm.
shake some things up. I don't know.
Yeah. Like I said, so far our mock draft is pretty much alike. I got Cardinal Tate right there. You can't go wrong with a Ohio State wide receiver. He's a great route runner, strong hands. Great awareness in the zone spot. So, like you said, you can't go wrong with Cardinal Tate.
Hmm.
So who you got at number 7?
Um, I wanted to go defense here for the Commanders. I wanted to go defense, and this is even if he's available.
Hmm.
It's not defense though. It's offense, and
I know who you're gonna
you
take.
you
I
know
know
who I'm gonna take. You know who
because
I'm gonna
I
take.
probably got the same thing.
Yeah, I wanted to go defense here with the Commanders, but I don't know if they're even interested in taking someone defensively because the guys that were available aren't going to be available at 7. So I probably would go Jeremiah Love here, um, from Notre Dame at running back. I, from my understanding, who's the Commanders' running back right now?
I can't even tell you that right now, to be honest, because
Yeah, exactly. So Jeremiah Love coming in
hmm
could be a good a good pick for them.
hmm
Uh, yeah. So they don't even have Ja'Cory Merritt is their number one probably.
hmm
So
like
adding Jeremiah Love would just give you a major boost offensively with Jaden Daniels coming back. Um,
in my opinion, I think Jeremiah Love is like the number one player in this whole entire draft. But all the other teams have running backs, or other needs are better than running back because sometimes you can't take a running back so high up because you always can get if you can't get a running back high up, you always can find a good one in the second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round. But
yeah.
Jeremiah Love, he has the potential to be a top 3 pick if the
Hmm.
Cardinals want to take him. If not, boom, 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 boom. Team can trade up for him. But if no trades happen, I feel like he's going to fall to the Commanders, and that's perfect for the Commanders. Like I saw
Hmm.
him in person, Penn State versus Notre Dame. He actually carried Notre Dame that game. That's the reason why they was in that national championship game because of Jeremiah Love, and
Hmm.
like I said last year, I had him like my projection was him to win Heisman. And if he didn't end up doing that, but like I'm still
Yeah,
high on Jeremiah Love.
it got tricky though.
Hmm.
It got tricky. He was up there.
Hmm.
I thought, like I said, I was not too big on Fernando Mendoza. I would
Hmm.
not have been mad if they gave it to Jeremiah Love. Now Fernando Mendoza went undefeated, so like he backed up his case on why he got the Heisman. But
Yeah.
Jeremiah Love was run like he was toting the rock.
Hmm.
So and I'm not and you know how I feel about Notre Dame.
Hmm.
Bro,
Hey, we're both haters on Notre
Notre
Dame.
Dame and Texas are the two teams at the preseason that I feel like should never be ranked. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not. That's a whole nother tangent that I could go on with Notre
Hmm.
Dame and Texas. But you know how I feel about them. And Jeremiah Love literally carried Notre Dame pretty much the whole season. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. But who got eighth for the Saints?
man, the Saints are just so bad right now, bro. They are so bad. And
Bro.
that's my brother's team too. My brother likes the Saints, but they're
Oh, I
bad.
feel bad for him.
At this point, anything works, bro. So I'm gonna just go defense here, and I'm gonna just say Ruben Bryant Jr., bro, the guy from Miami, the edge.
Ruben Ben
That's
Jr.
another, yeah, that's another edge that that's high on this list. Another defensive player that's high on this list.
That's
I'm gonna just go him. I don't really know too much about the Saints' needs. I just know that they're really, really bad. So
yeah.
anything works at this
You
point.
can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
But this is probably the first time our mock draft looks different because I got them taking a cornerback from LSU, Mansu Delane.
That's the thing though. Anything works. Like
Yeah,
I would not
anything.
be opposed to that either.
Hmm.
So I was thinking that too, but I'm like, uh, they need a rusher too. So
Hmm. Like they
yeah,
need a lot of things because what? Who's dude? Who's brother? Cameron Jordan? Is he like about
yeah,
to retire too?
yeah. He's
Like
getting old, bro. He's finna
mhm.
get out of there.
They got rid of their last corner. What's his name? Is he on the Ravens right now? Right? Or the Ravens released him too? Probably. I don't know. But
Oh,
Marshawn Lattimore.
Lattimore.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's not there no more. So that's why I haven't taken a corner. You know, like I said, anything you need him. But I got him taking the kid from LSU right down the street.
yeah. I just said edge because I literally seen Cam Jordan doing a commercial with his mom. The detergent commercial. Have you seen that?
No, not yet.
Bro, it's pretty old, but he after I seen him doing that commercial, I was like, yeah, bro, he doesn't even care about football anymore. He's just
Hmm.
like with the losing franchise, so it's over with.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah. See, for 9, I took Ruben Bain Jr. going to the Chiefs, which I don't want to happen. I don't want to face Ruben
yeah,
Bain Jr. twice. Like that's one of the person I was so high during the whole entire call season. Like I don't know who I was texting about him, but I was like, oh man, this kid's gonna go crazy. I want the Broncos to get him, but he's not gonna fall to the Broncos. The Broncos not gonna trade for him. So Ruben Bain Jr. I'm so high on him. I just wish he doesn't go to the Chiefs. Hopefully the Chiefs don't pick him. Hopefully I'm wrong about this, but at the 9th spot, I got the Chiefs taking Ruben Bain Jr.
and so we basically flopped here.
Hmm.
I say Mansour Delane from LSU, the cornerback, probably go to the Chiefs. Simply because the Chiefs have lost some secondary in the past couple
Hmm.
of years. So I feel like they could use a young corner, bring some young insight and some young skill.
Hmm.
That's the reason that I chose him to go to the Kansas City. Uh, just seeing that they lost. I know that they lost hold on, let me see. The safety uh what was this? What was the safety name? Well, actually, they just signed Gilman from where was Gilman? Gilman was
Are you thinking about Trent McDuffie?
yeah, McDuffie's gone.
Hmm.
McDuffie is gone. Yeah.
Hmm. And the
So
year
like
before, they lost dude who went to the Titans that got released. Name's blanking right now.
they just have lost some DBs in the past couple of years, and I think you could build back up that DB
Hmm.
room.
Yeah, they lost McDuffie. They lost Snead. You know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like which the reason why I didn't have him taking a corner, well, because Mansfield was gone already. But like the other reason why, because I see them taking because they have 2 first-round picks. They're one of the 6 teams that have 2 first-round picks. So I feel like they're going to take a DB later in the first round.
Yeah. That's fair.
Hmm. So who you got 10th?
Man, and I feel like this whole draft is just Ohio State. Like gosh. I'm going Caleb Downs, bro. So the safe, I feel like I would have drafted Caleb Downs. Maybe I should have drafted Caleb Downs with the Chiefs at 9. Um, and move. I would move the DB from LSU to 10. But Caleb Downs is a safety, and I feel like the Chiefs need a safety. But at 10, since I've already chosen the other guys, I'm gonna just keep Caleb Downs here at 10. Uh, Safety from Ohio State. I don't need to talk about Caleb Downs. Everybody knows what he does. Everybody knows he's that guy. He's that guy at safety. Uh Not only is he a playmaker, but he is not afraid to make a tackle.
Hmm.
Like and he's smart. Uh he's like versatile, bro. He got great he's great at tackling.
Hmm.
And he just he's just fast, he can cover. He's the he's I feel like he should not be at 10.
Hmm.
It's just like the needs of the teams at this point.
That's
Um
that's the same thing how I feel.
yeah,
That,
he's I think he's maybe top 3 in the draft for me, bro.
mhm. I feel the same way. Like he's one of those like top 5 players in the draft for me. Like if the team needs were there, he would be drafting higher. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of teams that need safeties are lower in this first round. And the Giants got so fortunate getting both picks because they were probably deciding like, oh, are we going to take Sonny Styles or are we going to take Caleb Downs for 5? Now they have a chance they can take both of them at 5 and 10. So I got Caleb Downs going 10 to the Giants. Like I said, Giants fans, I know a lot of Giants fans. They said that's the main person they wanted this whole entire time is Caleb Downs. Now I have a chance to get Caleb Downs and Sonny Styles, the two best defenders in this whole entire draft, in my opinion.
From one trade is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's on the GM is on his Sam Presti timing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Before we walk away from the mock drafts, if you have 11 to 15, want to do a little rapid fire? Tell me who you guys for the rest of the list.
Yep. Uh, at 11, I got Spencer Fano from Utah, offensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
12 with the Dallas Cowboys. Boo. I got I think got them taking a safety from Oregon. I do not know how to say his last name, so I'm gonna just say Dylan T. At 13, um, the Rams always go offensive heavy. Uh, they always go offense, and they need somebody to pair with Devontae Adams and Puka. So I'm gonna just say the receiver from USC, Makai Lemon. Uh, and my team, man, we've lost bad in the off season.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just go offensive lineman right here. The guard from Penn State. You might
Ve-
live may
Vega.
you
Yeah, I
might
know.
you yeah you might know a little bit more about him than I do,
Yeah.
but we need offensive line really 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 bad, and I feel like we should go target a center too, just because Linderbaum just up and left us. So yeah, that's who I got at 14 for the Ravens. And then 15, corner from Tennessee, Janard McCoy.
Okay. So 11, I got Jordan Tyson, the wide receiver from Arizona State. You know, they lost Tyreek Hill, they lost Jalen Waddle. Like I can't even tell you. I think it's Parker Washington. That's their wide receiver one right now. So I feel like they're gonna take a wide receiver here. The only you know only problem with him, no, just a little separation issues. But that you always can teach that. Uh,
Mm,
Cowboys, I got him taking a cornerback from Tennessee, Jamal McCoy. That's one thing that they struggle with is their DBs. Like Deron Bland, he's not the same that he was before they waived Diggs away. So I think they got to take Jamal McCoy. Number 13, I got Makai Lemon, like you said, from USC. Literally, the only problem with him, I think he's just a little nuts in the head. You saw his you saw his interview, his
yeah,
his
he's like,
he's a little cuckoo in the head, but
bro, got that CTE kicking in already.
but the Rams is a good organization. Like I think the Rams can keep that in check. They're already dealing with Puka and his nonsense. So
Yeah,
14, we have the same person, Vega. Penn State, they need O line, need to protect Lamar. Like I said, you either need to give protection or weapons for your franchise quarterback. And then 15, I got them taking Akeem Mesdor, the edge from Miami. The only problem with him, he will be 25 years old as a rookie. That's the issue. That's the issue they're gonna live with right there. But he's a great pass rusher. He knows how to get inside the tackle. So we'll see.
yeah, cool top 15 right there. That's good.
hmm I feel like this is the year. Like if there's no trades, my pick's gonna match every single one.
Yeah,
Like I remember,
for the most part, it looks very accurate, bro. I don't think it's gonna change too much.
I think the closest I've been was like I got the first 8 picks right back in like 2018 during like the Baker Mayfield. No, not Baker Mayfield. The year after the Kyle Murray draft.
Yeah,
I think I
yeah.
got one wrong because I had the Giants taking not Giants. Who was it? I had the Broncos taking uh, Ohio State quarterback. Name's blanking, but rest in peace. But
Oh, Cordell.
No, we about to say
Nah. Dang, what's his name? Oh yeah.
Dwayne
Play for the.
Haskins. Dwayne
Yeah,
Haskins.
play for the Commanders. Yeah,
hmm I think I had no. I didn't have the Broncos take. I had the Giants taking him, but they took
yeah,
Daniel Jones for. I feel like Dwayne Haskins would have been good if he wasn't taken by the Commanders, in my opinion.
yeah,
But
yeah.
but let's get on with it, because I feel like this year is the year of the trenches. Because 26 out of the top 50 prospects are either the edge or the O line.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the trenches for real. I mean, how many edges did we just say in the top 15? Probably
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5, 3,
Mm-hmm.
4. Yeah, for sure. And then we said a good 3 offensive linemen. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. But like, before we wrap this up, what do you what do you think? How many trades do you think is going to happen in this draft
if you want to be honest, I don't think there's going to be too many trades, bro.
in the
Maybe
first
one
round?
or two. Maybe one. Not too many in that top 15. Not too many in the
Oh,
first round in general. In the first round in general, I'll probably say 3 max.
that's what I was going to say. I was going to say two or three. Like, I can see maybe a team like the Cardinals trade back in the first round to take a quarterback, or a
Mhm.
team like the Jets maybe doing the same thing. But like, I don't know. I feel like is Ty Simpson's the second quarterback off the board after Mendoza. Is he really worthy to get drafted in the first round, or you think he's going to fall in the second round? I think why would you take the risk to just take him in the first round? You can get him cheaper in the second round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's facts.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's pretty much what we have for the podcast. You want to shout your socials?
Yes, sir. It should be there on the screen, not J Jack on Instagram. The real JJack underscore on X. Man, I haven't said that in a long time. I don't even be on there, bro. I don't even know I had that still. But
And you used to be all big about, oh, I'm about to go on
I
X.
know, bro. I know, bro. Yeah.
You just be in the Instagram comment section.
Yeah, you can catch me there, bro. I be getting rage baited in there low key.
Bro,
Or I do the rage bait in either one. But
yeah, either or. You can follow me anywhere, primetime.siafa on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or anything like that, Twitch or something like that. Immanuel K Siafa on Twitter. And then subscribe to my YouTube channel, Stay With Me. Last video was talking about why can't the I say Arizona, Phoenix Suns can't figure out. I've been going on a series talking about each team. Last one was the Timberwolves, before that was the Nets, before that was the Sixers. Probably going to do the Pelicans next. So that's where we're on right now. Just got to stay with me. But that's pretty much what I have for
just
everything.
wait till he talk about these guys right here. Catch us in a couple of weeks when we go bit back to back.
I'm going to be talking about why is the Thunder keep on winning games.
And then the thumbnail is going to be of this big statue of Sam Presti.
Sam Presti. Like, they
Yeah,
got to name a town in Oklahoma for Sam Presti.
he
That's
has
how
his own day. He has his own day already. So
Hey, I think they gotta give him a town now. They gotta change one of those town names. Change
yeah,
Freedom,
facts.
Oklahoma to Presti, Oklahoma, or something like that.
Presti Arena, no
Presti
Paycom, bro.
Arena.
Presti
Mm-hmm.
Arena.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what we have for the podcast. Hope you guys have a great day. Go Broncos. We out.
The flock, man. Yes, sir.